You know, Lulu is basically that one manager that does nothing and expects you to do everything. Like, damn Lulu, help us collect some materials. She's just lazy. Dragon Quest Builders is finally released, and a game that I was really excited for. I love any games that let me stretch my creative muscles, and the fact that it's on the Nintendo Switch makes it even more appealing to me. But how does it run on the Nintendo Switch? What are my positives? What are my negatives about this game so far? Should you pick up Dragon Quest Builders? We're going to answer all these questions and more in my first impressions for Dragon Quest Builders 2. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more first impressions and the Dragon Quest Builders 2 review. So this time around, Dragon Quest Builders implements more story into the progression of your town. In Dragon Quest Builders 1, it gave you more room to build in the beginning of the game, but in Dragon Quest Builders 2, you unlock different recipes and crafting materials and more through the progression of the story. And at the same time, as you grow new crops and harvest them and build more rooms and grow your town, the people will drop these little hearts that you have to pick up, and it'll fill up a bar and you can level up your town, giving you even more recipes and more ways of building, which gives off this great sense of progression and something to always build towards when playing this game. Now, other ways you can obtain new recipes are through character quests, which will pop up as you progress through the story. You gain more villagers, new workers, and more people to defend your town, which is vital to keeping your town safe from monster attacks, and also your crops, which are very important to feed your town and basically feed yourself too. This can actually be diverted by building a wall where the monster attacks are coming from. It's not perfect, but it works for me personally. Now, this being a Nintendo Switch version, it doesn't look as good as the other versions on the other platform. That is obvious. I've also noticed some frame rate dips within handheld mode, but for the most part, it's a smooth experience, and the difference between the two versions are not that far. This being one of those games that is perfect for the Nintendo Switch, it's no surprise that a big chunk of its player base is on the Nintendo Switch for Dragon Quest Builders 2. It is perfect for the Switch. It's one of those pick up and go games for a quick session, maybe build something or maybe go out and level up and then come back and then set it down. It's perfect for the Nintendo Switch and I love it on this version, and that's why I bought it. Now, a Dragon Quest game would not be a Dragon Quest game without combat, and the combat in Dragon Quest 2 works for the game. It's not super in-depth, but it is fun enough to go out and kill some monsters and level up. Now, how you get new weapons in Dragon Quest Builders 2 to make you stronger is usually through leveling up. You go out, kill some monsters, get some EXP, and then you'll level up, and usually you'll have a new recipe to make a new weapon to make you stronger. Now, speaking of characters and leveling up, you also have a teammate member that you go out with too while you're out in the world killing monsters, gathering wood, maybe gathering some materials for that new house or what have you. And what I like about this is that as you're collecting, say, wood, the other character will also collect wood too, increasing your effectiveness when gathering materials for new buildings or maybe a new crop or what have you. Sometimes collecting materials can be a pain, so it's nice to have some help from the NPC. Now, another cool addition to this game is the puzzles that are placed throughout the world. You'll see these little shrines that have icons on them, and when you complete them, you'll get these little coins that you can then turn in for different prizes. It's a nice side activity that I found that range from pretty easy to pretty difficult. There are some that I haven't even figured out yet, but I'm having fun trying to figure them out anyhow. Now, up until now, I've been speaking pretty highly for this game, but there are some bothersome aspects of this game. For one, the character Monolith, I think that's what his name was anyways, he follows you around and often he gets into your way when you're trying to build. Now, this is pretty annoying when you're trying to build and he blocks your vision. It isn't really the game's fault, it's more of the Joy-Con's fault. I'm sure you guys heard about the Joy-Con drift, and that's one of the things I mentioned in my video, that it's very, very frustrating when you have Joy-Con drift and you're trying to stay on one block. Now, of course, I have two other controllers that I can use, so that's fixed very quickly, but for people who don't, it's kind of annoying. Now, as I've stated before, there are some frame rate dips on handheld mode. I didn't notice it in docked mode, but on handheld mode, I did notice it, and it's not really too surprising this being on Nintendo Switch, but at the same time, I'm kind of wondering why there are these problems, because this isn't really a graphic demanding game. I mean, it's not like it's gonna be, say, Doom or Warframe or any of the games that actually would cause a frame rate dip. But overall, so far, Dragon Quest Builders is a lot of fun. Unlocking new recipes, meeting new characters, battling monsters, and of course, building new houses is a ton of fun. I think it's honestly worth your time to pick up. Now, I haven't finished the game, so I'm not gonna review it yet, but when I do finish it, I am gonna review it and give it a score, my full thoughts, and all those good things that come with video game reviews. Now, if you enjoyed this first impressions video of Dragon Quest Builders 2, make sure you leave a like and leave your thoughts so far on what you think of the game. Have you picked it up? Does this video make you pick it up? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching my video, and have a good one, guys.